evening everyone and welcome to League of Europe. We are here for Formula 2 action. It is Season 4, Division 2, Round 9, and it is the French Grand Prix from the Circuit Paul Ricard in Le Castellet in France. My name is James Tate, going to be taking you through the stream as always, and I'm alone once again here tonight for Division 2 action. It is a penultimate round of the championship coming into tonight as well, so it is going to be a fascinating night's worth of action as we come to France and then to Austria for the final two rounds of the championship. And you may be wondering who on earth is leading the championship and who on earth is in second in the championship as well. Well, RJDW leads the way on 275 points. I haven't done any permutations, but he can win the title here tonight as long as he's ahead of Heated by the end of tonight. Heated in second on 235, with Pharrell Fury in third on 226, to Tim in fourth on 192, with Jordan in fifth on 175, DOHC in sixth on 145 along with Ryan, Cam Kim in eighth on 137, Callie in ninth on 125, Alex in 10th, rounding off 100 on 117 points. Lars in 11th on 109, Maverick in 12th on 108, Calvin 13th on 89, and Jasper, Coles Recon, Cloudy, Rocky Raccoon, Jav, Sable, Merkiran, Shady, Felipe, Brandon Knight, and Vitas. And they are the 25 drivers that have currently scored points. Passemoir and Clausen. Clausen we could be seeing here tonight because of a late withdrawal from Felipe here tonight. We could be seeing him out on track on his debut. Charoux leading the way on 412 points, just from Univirtuosi in second on 401. It has been a really dominant series between them both. Campos in third on 309, with Trident in fourth on 262, Carlin in fifth on 253, a point behind the High Tech in sixth on 252, Arc Prix in seventh on 114, then BWT Race Lab in eighth on 113, Dams in ninth on 93, and Prima in 10th on 12 points. And hopefully we're going to be seeing some very good results out on track tonight. We are here of course in Circuit Paul Ricard in Le Castellet in France, better known as a testing track, but better known to you and me, of course, as the racing will unfold out on track here at the Circuit Paul Ricard as the French Grand Prix, of course. And we're going to be fascinated to see how this race is all going to unfold out on track and how on earth everyone is going to be doing in the chat. And I shall check the chat just in case we have any comments. We don't at the minute. Of course, if you do want to get involved, you can. Division 1 is also live. You can go and show Daniel Hoggard some love over there as well. And it's going to be really interesting to see how that race progresses as they, I think, are nearly wrapping up the championship tonight as well in Division 1. Division 2, though, will be about to begin very shortly indeed. You have got the best seats in the house. One-shot qualifying, of course, and then two races, the 50% feature and 50% sprint race. Not sure how many laps we are expecting around each. I think it's 15 and 12 if I'm not mistaken around here at Paul Ricard. So it is, as I say, going to be fascinating to see how all of this racing unfolds out on track, and it's going to be a really good night's worth of action. We could see crowned a champion in RJDW here tonight. No pressure from the man from Britain, of course, and I'll be hoping to try and land a very good result out on track. Just checking the Division 2 stream. Lars getting some support, and Jasper saying he's watching from the sidelines. He's got engine failure. Otherwise, he couldn't be bothered to attend. I think that's the language that he's going to be using there. But Jasper not attending tonight, so I'm sure there's a reserve that's been put in anyways in that. We have got 18 drivers currently within the lobby, 19 if you exclude me, and everyone that I recognise as well. So it's very good to see very much regulars on here. We are just waiting on Brandon to join our reserve here tonight. He's filling in, I believe, for Felipe, and we're just waiting on to see if he joins within the next couple of minutes. Hopefully, like me, he doesn't have a Project Cars 3 download that he's doing at this moment in time. I'm doing it in the background. So if you see on the top left hand side of your screen a black box appear, that'll probably be why my Project Cars 3 is downloading. Calvin's saying he isn't turning up, so we should be getting ready to go very shortly indeed out on track. And he's just well, apparently there's a bit of miscommunication. So Jordan has said in the Discord that he's loading up apparently, so we'll see if he's going to be loading into this lobby. Hopefully it doesn't take him 10 minutes to join, because people have got lives to live. People want to be elsewhere after the end of tonight's racing. They want to be watching Division 1 as well, of course, and Division 1 I'm sure is going to be a few minutes ahead of us. They're beginning right now, I believe, and yeah, they're still waiting in the lobby as well. Mr. Daniel Hoggard, of course, taking you through the action for that. If you do want to go and show some love, you can. Brandon has just joined, so Brandon is in the lobby, and we are now ready to go here out on track. So if everyone can ready up, that'll be absolutely brilliant. And we might even get underway before Division 1 here tonight. Very, very rare indeed. And now all the drivers readying up within the lobby. 30-second countdown has now started. Circuit Paul Ricard about to play host to round 9 of the championship here in Division 2 of Formula 2. You have got the best seats in the house. Of course, you are staying at home. I'm sure you are doing your social distancing as well when you are outside as well as inside. But here we go. 10 seconds then until the start of tonight's action here in Division 2. Division 1 about to begin as well. And as I say, Dan taking you through that one, of course. And we've actually begun very rarely above Division 2 for the first time, above Division 1 for the first time ever, which is absolutely brilliant. I believe he has been joined by a very, very rare commentator. I'm just going to listen in to see who it is.
And the last few rounds that he showed,
Well, Dan's talking at the minute, but there we are.
seems to become much more sporadic. And so
Might be Lenny again. It might be Spag and Chips commentating alongside him.
I'm just looking there. We have 3
And it is. Spag and Chips is commentating alongside him. Nolan in spectate mode there within the lobby. But we are about to begin here in Division 2 for what promises to be a very good night's worth of action. Are we going to see a champion be crowned out on track in Division 2? Well, we'll have to wait and see as I get no names up onto the right-hand side of my screen, which is a great start to the lobby. And hopefully we're going to be getting underway very shortly indeed. Your guess is as good as mine as to when we're going to be starting out on track. But for one-shot qualifying and 50% races, of course, feature race and sprint race to unfold, as Brandon has already left the session, which is not great at all. And now we're about to get back underway, in fact, as we go on board with Heated, second in the championship coming into tonight. And the Maltese man now starting off out on track. Sozo Lane joining that, and Heated now through turn 1 and then through turn 2. 15 turns awaiting these drivers, of course, out on track. Heated now comes down towards turn 3 in Nikita Mazepin's car, in the high-tech Grand Prix car, as he now comes through turn 3, turn 4, and then through this right-hander at turn 5 to end off the first sector here in France. This first sector not looking too bad, 26.1 for Ralph Fury, DUHC, RGDW championship leader, just ahead of him with Calvin in 4th at this moment in time. Now they come down the Mistral Straight. The first half of the Mistral Straight, it's split into 2 halves, of course. Brandon has rejoined. Hopefully it doesn't cause an issue with rejoining in qualifying like it has done in the past. Heated very late on the brakes, through the 100-metre board, down into the braking tunnel, now through the chicane node, and now up the hill of the second half of the Mistral Straight. We'll be looking to see what his middle sector split is. To the right-hand side, you'll see it, 57.4. Through the middle sector from Heated, DUHC, RGDW, Calvin currently leading the way out on track. Lars getting plenty of support there in the comment section as well. He's in 8th position currently if you're following them on the left hand side. DUHC, RGW, Calvin now moving up. Pharrell Fury now moving up into 1st. Heated has got a good run coming in towards turn 12 now. Through turn 12. And now coming through the final couple of corners. This is turn 13, this flat right-hander, and then hard into the brake, just after 50-metre board in towards turn 14, pretty much adjacent to where the turn-in actually is for that corner. Now Heated will come out of the final corner at turn 15. The very long run to the line, it's extended run to the line, of course, on this game. Looks like Pharrell Fury is going to take pole position, possibly from Calvin and RGW. Comes across the line. Pharrell Fury out on top. Heated, in fact, gets second, and look at that for timing. RGW and Calvin, 3rd and 4th. Both on the same lap time, so that is very, very fascinating to see out on track how this is all going to unfold, of course. And it is Pharrell Fury out on top by a good 0.2 of a second from Heated there in second, the Maltese man. Same lap time for RGW and Calvin, 3rd and 4th. Cam came on, best of the rest in 5th, with Lars in 6th, Jordan in 7th, only 400s covering them, with Callie in 8th, Determ in 9th, Maverick found off the top 10. Then it goes Rico in 11th, Ryan 12th, Cloudy Cloud 13th, Alex 14th, Shady in 15th, Brandon, he was mainly AI for most of that. He was on a set of hard compounded tires as well in 16th. DWHC, Sebo and Rocky Raccoon got disqualified because they extended the track limit. Therefore, they did not get a lap time in. And Rocky Raccoon will be hoping to try and replicate his really good result last week, of course. Pharrell Fury, Heated and RJDW, your top three. Calvin with the same lap time as the championship leader. And now we're about to get going as Division 1 is underway as well. Toxic out on top there in qualifying. Lando second, Jiao Jiao in third. And Campbell in fourth. A tenth and a half separating the top 4 there in Division 1. Go and show some love while you're at it, while we interchange between screens. Beautiful blue skies and sunshine now here in the Castellet Circuit Paul Ricard. And it's going to be, as I say, really interesting to see how these races are all going to unfold out on track. So I think this is the last time for me to say this. Go and grab your cup of tea, go and grab some popcorn, get ready, sit back, relax, and enjoy the next hour and a bit of action here in Formula 2. As I say, we could be crowning a champion here tonight. Brandon has again left the session. Really hope this doesn't cause a bit of a lobby glitch. Clearly his connection is not made out to what it is within the lobby, what I saw certainly. So Brandon will be hoping to try and rejoin. I can't give any invites, of course, out, as I'm the commentator. And looking at the Division 2 chat, I've just lost where my Division 2 stream has gone. There we are. Mark saying, James is doing this. I didn't know that. Yeah, I am doing this. Goodness me. I've been here the last few weeks. I've been Mike deserted Division 2, so that's why I'm here. And now, the formation lap has now begun out on track. And very interesting to see, actually, in terms of the tyre compound, a majority of the guys, as opposed to what we normally see in these feature races, going for the harder compounded tyre. And that's for the softer compounded tyre, I should say. So that's the top 8 up to Cali. Of course, these guys get a free choice of tyre in this first race to run on. It gives them all a distinct advantage. The only guys on a set of hards, the Tim, Alex, Brandon and Saibo, all on a set of hard compounded tyres. Everyone else down the field on a set of soft compounded tyres. And tyre wear around here, normally within the F1 cars, is about 5% a lap around here. And these F2 cars probably a little bit more, I would think, in terms of the unstable nature, I should say, of the cars out on track. So this is going to be fascinating to see how this race is all going to unfold, and how these 2 races, in fact, are going to unfold with 4 races to go left in the season. Of course, 2 feature races and 2 sprint races. You have got the best seats in the house. Ralph Fury out on top, Heated second, RJDW in third. And just to reiterate, going into out of qualifying, RJDW is ahead of Heated all the way down there. Oh, Heated in second position is starting ahead of him. So it's going to be interesting to see in terms of the championship battle. About 40 points separating the top 2 and about 50 points separating the top 3 out on track. So it's going to be really interesting if RJDW can get a foothold over the feature race like he hasn't done in recent weeks, of Heated to try and get a foothold, or Pharrell Fury can get a foothold as well. Top 3 in the standings, I think, are starting top 3 tonight in a reversed order. So you've got Pharrell Fury third in the championship starting first, Heated second starting second, and RGW starting third. He's first in the championship, of course, coming into tonight. Mark has been tied up. That is perfectly alright. I know Formula 2 is very, very busy. You can be very busy these days with the pandemic going on. But Pharrell Fury out on top, Heated second, and for RJW in third. Calvin, I'm going to pinpoint possibly as a bit of a one to watch here tonight. He was very quick last week, of course, in round 8 of the championship, and he'll be hoping for a much better result in the feature race compared to what he had last week. And I think he crashed at the sprint race, if my mind serves me right. But Pharrell Fury, Heated, RJW, everyone now lining up on the grid. I'm about to get going for 15 laps worth of action here in France, in Le Castellet, typically known as a testing track, but to you and me is the home of Formula 2 racing here tonight. I really hope we don't get a bit of a glitch start with Brandon joining. Pharrell Fury out on top, Heated second, RJW in third, and now the 5 red lights are on here in Formula 2 for round 9 of the championship. Long hold, right down away we go. Pharrell Fury gets a good start. Heater gets a better start though, and Heater could have the run. Down in towards turn 1 on the outside, already dropping down the field. Cam Mum and Maverick and the likes. That's a graphic glitch on the left hand side, but now looking through turn 1. Brilliant move, possibly by Heater to try and get the lead of the race. Pharrell Fury, there's a little bit of contact further down the field, I think, or Jordan has been caught up in something there, but coming down in toward the end of the first sector, it is Pharrell Fury leading, Heated in second, Heated run on the back, RGW third, Camke Mum is into fourth, Lars fifth. Not many changes up and down the field. Cloudy Cloud is through, or getting through there on Shady, I think that was. But Pharrell Fury leading the way out of the first sector. From Heated in second, RGW in third. Table already down to the back of the field and struggling. Brandon is dealt into 18th position, but running down the straight for the first time. Calvin trying to get under pressure now from Callie. Callie's on the inside line. Can the Excel man try and do the business down the inside? No, he'll just wait and sit tight and wait until this move really happens. He's in behind. Cloudy Cloud getting quite close to Shady once again, and side by side in the background between Alex and DUHC. One man on the set of hard, one man on the set of soft. Very clean start. I think that was Sable just spin round in the background. There it is. Sable was round in the background as RGW now is through and he's into second. Side by side, then running in towards turn 11. Pharrell Fury leading the way, RGW second, and Heated down the inside trying to get the move done. Cam came on fourth, Calvin fifth. Lars in sixth as we approach turn 12 for the first time. RGW trying to fight with his nearest championship rival, trying to go down the inside line there, left the door shut. Did the Maltese man. The Maltese man will be hoping it doesn't end up like a Malteser out on track, but Pharrell Fury leading the way from Heated in second, RGW in third, Cam came on. Calvin through into the fifth. Lars has lost a couple of positions off the start, but a really good start by everyone in behind. Very clean start, as I think Ryan has just been overtaken by Rocky Raccoon, and they're fighting right at the back of the field. And Ryan is spooning up into 16th as we come now through onto lap 2. DUHC chasing down Shady for 12th, but a really good start. Cleanest start of the season so far from my point of view anyways. And DUHC trying to complete the move now on Shady. Shady forced him out wide, got caught in the curve on the outside, but he left him through anyways, and DUHC's through into 12th. Shady is actually struggling for a little bit of pressure there, and now he's down to 14th as Alex has gone past him as well. And I think we've seen a move further up the field from Callie. He is through on Lars as well, and he's up into 6th position. So Pharrell Fury got a stranglehold early on this race. 7/10 of a second from Heated in second, RGW in third. Frosty Calvin trying to chase down Cam came on for fourth and for fifth. And it's really interesting to see how these races are both unfolding out on track. Pharrell Fury leading, Maverick right on the back as well of Lars. And Lars struggling for a bit of early pace. He was good in qualifying. Might be more qualifying setup than a race setup, and he's now trying to pressurise Callie, run up the hill the second half of the Mistral Straight. As Pharrell Fury leads the way, Calvin now right on the back of Cam Mum, cuts the inside line. Can the Dams come down the inside of Cam Mum? No, he's got to try and force around the outside. In fact, this will be bold, this will be brave. He's still trying to hang it around the outside, the Belgian. And he's in third in the championship, remember, coming into tonight. Or I should say, he's up there in the championship coming into tonight, but not finding a way through on Cam Mum. And the Shrew hangs on from the Dams in front. Pretty good start though by everyone. Pharrell Fury leading, Heated second, RGW in third. Brandon has just been, Jordan has just been overtaken, I think, by Rocky Raccoon, so he's up into 16th. Recon has picked up the first 3-second time penalty of tonight. Lap 3 has now begun for the leaders, and Pharrell Fury leads from Heated in second, RJDW in third position. WHC in the meantime trying to chase down Ghost Recon. Looking at the position gains early on. Many positions gains, especially from this man here we're on board with now. DUHC up 5 positions from 17th from the grid. Got disqualified, of course, for invalidating his lap time. In the foreground of shot, I see Calvin trying to go down on the inside line, running through turn 3, now through turn 4. He's now switched to the outside line. Could he try and get the switch back? No, he tries to go all the way around the outside. But the Shrew still fends off the attentions of the Dams in front, and the Dams will be hoping to try and get a better run, and Calvin's got a much better run. Coming onto the Mistral Straight, he will open up the DOS this time around. He is through and he's up into fourth, makes light work of Cam on, if I've got to be honest there. In the meantime, just in the background, DUHC is through on Ghost Recon, and now he is through and he's up into 11th. They're making good ground, the Irishman as well. Cloudy Cloud right on the back of the Tim, but everyone running well. Pharrell Fury leading, Heated second, RGW in third. So Ibble is the only one that's really out of this, I would say. Brandon maybe as well. Brandon struggling for a bit of pace early on. It's Lars on the back of Callie, running through turn 9, turn 10, and now through turn 11. It's 180-degree right-hander through turn 11. Jordan is through on Shady further down in the meantime. Shady's lost position down into 17th he goes. Jordan up to 16th. Rocky Raccoon fighting with Alex, and he goes around the outside of him, does Rocky Raccoon. So Rocky Raccoon, the Northern Irishman, is through on the German of Alex. He's through and he's up into 14th and 15th position. Gotta be honest, really, really clean racing out on track, which is what we like to see. I might have just bottled that now, to be honest, for later on in the race, but for Alfieri leading the way. We saw Cloudy Cloud get a really poor run out, and now DWC could be up for position. Jordan is into the pit lane early on. Now DWC down the outside line, try and get the move done. Can't get Mon tries to force around the outside of Calvin in the meantime. There's a big great move from DWC if he can pull it off. Cloudy Cloud is still there, force him onto the outside line. They're still side by side, these two as well. And look at Ghost Recon getting involved as well. There's now Ghost Recon right on the back of them both. DWC tries to stick it in there, but Cloudy Cloud, really good defensive driving there from Cloudy Cloud. He hangs on for 10th, but for how long? DWC back down the inside. Traction's on the outside though in the corner. We take this on board with Ghost Recon. RGW is fighting with his nearest rival Heated further up the field, and he is through. He's into second position down the Mistral Straight. Cloudy Cloud right on the back of DOHC. On board with Ghost Recon though. For all of this, still RGW and Heated fight for second position. But still, as Brandon has left the session for third time tonight, Cloudy Cloud trying to go down the inside. DOHC though is through. He's into 10th position. Really good move out on track as Heated is through as well on RGW, and they're still side by side running up the hill. As Heated retakes the position. Out on track, and Cloudy Cloud has retired out of the race, has spun the car. Not sure if that's going to be a VSC, not sure if that's going to be a safety car. It looks off track to me. But for Alfieri out on track, leading the way, Heated in second, RGW in third, and a safety car has been deployed out on track on lap 4 out of 15. So safety car out on track, Cloudy Cloud's car is off. You can probably just see it there in the foreground of shots. Sabo will be coming through that section where he lost it. And Sabo going slow as well. It's Ralph Fury's picked up a penalty. He crashed off to the left-hand side there, did Cloudy Cloud. So Cloudy Cloud out of the race, could be hoping to try and get a better result. But now, we see the early pit stops, and Pharrell Fury, the leader, is in. Heated in. RGW is in. Everyone else, I think, on a set of hards will probably come in. Tim has stayed out, I believe. So Tim is staying out, Alex staying out as well, and both of them, of course, on a set of hard compound tyres. Both of them will be making their way up the field because of these pit stops. As Pharrell Fury's actually been held up, and I think he's been overtaken by RJW. He has. RJDW then is now in the net lead of this race because he has jumped Pharrell Fury in the pit lane. Pharrell Fury getting held up by cars coming into the pit lane. That's why you don't all pit at once. I think that's been found out there by Pharrell Fury. RJDW then is in the net second position, I should say, out on track, because Heated has got out ahead of Brandon. So Heated ahead of Brandon in third. Everyone else just filtering out of the pit lane now. Shady, Camcat Mom. So Ebo's still continuing on. He's up into 14th. He hasn't pitted just yet, but he will have to pit before the end of this race. DWHC, Rocky Raccoon, Ryan and Jordan. Jordan, of course, pitted a lap before the safety car came out, and he hasn't really gained at all because of the deployment of that safety car, and Jordan down in 18th. But the Tim then leads us under the virtual Burmalander on lap 5 out of 15. It's very close to the back of the safety car there, nearly runs into the back of him, in fact. But the Tim out on top, Alex in second, Heated in third. Really hope you are enjoying this racing out on track so far. Been a very clean start. Apart from Cloudy Cloud's spin, we haven't really seen many forceful moves or many fighting for positions either, which is really good to see. Not from your perspective, obviously, as viewers, but from my perspective, the driving standards have been a little bit shoddy in recent weeks, if I've got to be honest with a couple of drivers. It's been overall brilliant, though, and this has been the cleanest start of them all, and we hope we can continue this underneath the safety car. As on lap 5 out of 15, as My Project Cars 3 has now been installed. Miami leads the way from Streetcar in second, Nolan in third, top 5 in Division 1 still yet to pit. Jow Jow on the back of Toxic. He's 1.1 seconds behind, but he has got a 3-second time penalty out on track. Lando as well, 3-second time penalty as well in that. But the team leading, Alex in second, Heated in third. Now will be the good chance, possibly, to grab a cup of tea if you haven't already, and to try and watch the action out on track. And it's going to be fascinating to see if, how, and when these races are going to be racing. But the team leading the way, Alex in second, Heated in third, Brandon in fourth, and I'll be back in just a minute or two so time for the start of the second half of the race. Tim leads the way on lap 6 out of 15. Alex in second. Heated in third. Brandon in fourth. I think Brandon has not rejoined the session, so his car is in AI mode at this stage, which is going to cause a bit of problems actually, because RJW is just behind him out on track. Of course, underneath the safety car, you cannot overtake a ghost car until you get back to green flag racing. This is Tim, and we see the flash there coming in towards turn 10, the safety car in this lap. So the Tim now has got to keep a consistent pace as the safety car flies through camera shot there. To Tim now is the virtual Vermalander essentially out on track. He is the safety car, and he has got to back up the pack in a way where Alex and the likes will not go into the back of him, and hopefully no one else behind will go into the back of him. It won't be like EML, I hope, on Wednesday evening from a certain IFR driver within Division 1. But Alex looks like he's getting on with things and keeping a very consistent pace. You've got to keep 10 car lengths, of course, within Formula 1 and Formula 2 as well. As already, safety car is in, and he'll be coming past the safety car line now, and Alex will go. So Alex then leading the way, and we're back underway here in Formula 2 action. Perfect restart as well from the German as we now get back underway. And RGW already trying to size up Brandon's AI car running down the straight. Pharrell Fury in the meantime is trying to size up RGW, and he's going to come from an absolute mile back to try and get this move done. The Irishman on the inside line, nearly put off by the AI car there slightly, but RGW through and he's into fourth. But Pharrell Fury looks up for this. He looks up for this too much because he's got a 3-second time penalty out on track. 3 seconds as well for Ghost Recon, Shady, Jordan and Sebo further down the field. But the Tim is through, and actually Heater's just got through. We just saw the move there just in the foreground of shot. I missed that completely until I saw the move up a position. So the Tim in the lead of this race, but for how long you would imagine, as Heater is now right on the back. Alex there in third, RGW in fourth, Brandon's AI car dropping down the field. Pharrell Fury then on the back of the championship leader RJDW. Running down the straight, running down the Mistral straight. Can he come from our back? No. Pharrell Fury running back. Lars getting through there. Ghost Recon in the meantime and Alt Maverick fighting out. These two, of course, very good commentator friends in League of Europe, and now they're going to try and battle the 9th and 10th position out on track. But a very clean restart by everyone. MK Bomb is on the back of Shady, and now we'll try and cut to the inside on. The Chevroux right on the back of the High-Tech, and running in for 12th and 13th position, these two. Shady still in 12th, Camcamom in 13th, and now, in fact, they go up to 11th and 12th because they've just gone through Brandon's AI car. DHC trying to master that as well. He's moving up into 13th, but I'll tell you what, RGW right on the back of Alex. Running in towards 10-14. Alex, I thought maybe overcommitted for the corner there, but the Brit right on the back. He goes into the back of the German, and in fact gets a little bit of a tap there from the Irishman. Ghost Recon has left the session, and now with that tap, Pharrell Fury is through. Alex backed up RGW enough. He's going to be very frustrated by that, but now Pharrell Fury on the inside line, running down in towards turn 1 here. Lap 8 out of 15. Great move by Pharrell Fury down the inside line. No, RGW is going to be hung out to dry because there's Calvin all the way around the outside, coming through turn 2. Great stuff by Calvin. He is through around the outside. Heated through for the lead of the race. It's all kicking off here in Division 2. Calvin then through and he's up into 5th. Heated through into the lead. Heater then leads from the Tim in second. Pharrell Fury, Alex, Calvin, RGW, Lars, Callie, all in the slipstream as well. As the Tim has spun just on the inside apex. I'm not sure whether there's a yellow flag there, to be honest, but I'm not sure what's shown on my screen anyways, but the Tim has spun at a 3rd position, and now that means, or 2nd position I have to say, that means now for everyone else, Pharrell Fury and the lights out back up the field. Here comes Calvin to the inside line. Can he try and get the move done? On the outside line, he'll be forced to hung out here by Alex, and Alex could give RGW a good run, and RGW in fact does get the good run on Calvin. So does Callie, and both of them are now through as they now run up the second half of the Mistral straight. Heater leading the way, Pharrell Fury in second. Really everyone getting their elbows out. Lars right on the back of Alt Maverick just in behind as well. Can the BWT race lap car get the move done? No, but RGW does on Alex. He's through and he's up into 3rd position. Callie right on the back as well of Alex, as we see the graphics glitch take a hold again with Ghost Recon rejoining the session. Calvin back down the inside line though, forces Alex out wide, a little bit of contact there. Calvin might have to let the car through. Calvin through and he's up into 4th nonetheless. Alex nearly gets forced out wide. Callie now on the back. Tries to go around the outside line. RGW getting away as well from Calvin. In 3rd position. Pharrell Fury trying to chase down Heated for the lead. But we see the 10 then into the pit lane. That is getting a bit too much out on track for those guys. Lars now on the side-by-side action. And then towards turn 1. Race Lab trying to go around the outside. But doesn't get quite the move done. Old Maverick and the Carlin hangs on. In fact, he gets a good run out on Alex. Can he try and get the move done down in towards turn 3? And then down in towards turn 4. He's going to be very late on the brakes. And Old Maverick still stays in 7th position. He can then lead the way for Alfury in 2nd, RJW in 3rd. Really good racing. Out on track, Frosty Calvin getting a lot of support there as well within the chat. And he's up in 4th and really impressing me, certainly, even though he has got a 3-second time penalty out on track. Now Maverick right on the back of Alex. We're going to take this from Lars's point of view. DWHC is under pressure from Camken Moment, I should say, is under pressure from DWHC. Is now Maverick to the inside line. Tries to get the move done, hops over the curb, picks up a 3-second time penalty for his pains, and now Lars is going to get a supreme run out. Oh! And Lars has been caught up. Wrong place, wrong time. Maverick spun the car. Alex has got away with that unscathed as well. I think he got caught up in a bit of contact, both of them did. Alex stays in P6. That is so unlucky for Lars. He was on the inside line. He was doing everything right. He's now got damage, and he's now pretty much out of contention. So unlucky. He was just boxed in as well with that damage, and you can see left side end plate damage on that car for Lars, and he's going to struggle his way around now. Jordan ran on the back of Ghost Recon, but it's Heated leading the way onto lap 10 of 15 we are about to go on to for the leaders. Ralphie in 2nd, and that's a car going off, and that's Ryan that has spun. Ryan has spun the Carlin, and he is round coming through turn 12. He rejoins track in a safe manner. Shady picks up a 3-second time penalty, and Rocky Raccoon now side by side with him. Running down the straight for the 10th time. Lars into the pit lane to get that fix. Sweetphone still leads the way from Miami in 2nd, and Nolan in 3rd, Noon in 4th. Late pit stops to be made, of course, there in Division 1. You're enjoying the Division 2 action. If you're liking the Division 2 action, like, comment, subscribe, click that notification bell if you're new. I'll eventually get my words out sometime, somewhere. Cam came on the back of Alex. Jasper saying, yeah, Lars very unlucky, I think, with that. He gets a damage, and he should have gone on to a set of soft compound tyre, actually. Out on track, he's on a set of hards again. Tim then, 3-second time penalty, and now Cam came on. Pulls out the slipstream, and Alex gets the move done, halfway down the Mistral straight. That is job done. Cuts across, defend the position. He's through and into 7th. Good move that by the American on the German. Heated leading the way though. And yeah, Team Heated there in the chat from Goldie. Heated leading the way, 1.4 seconds the gap from Pharrell Fury in 2nd. RJW in 3rd. Ghost Recon has just lost position down past Jordan. Jordan up into 12th. As Heated leads the way. Heated doing everything right to stay in this championship fight coming into tonight. And that rhymed. Heated leading the way. Pharrell Fury in 2nd. RJW in 3rd. I'm reporting now. I know what. Calvin in 4th. Callie in 5th. The DWHC in 6th. Cow came on in 7th. Alex in 8th. Rocky Raccoon is trying to get past Old Maverick though in the meantime. Northern Irishman really impressing with his pace once again. Really drove a great race last week, and now he's down the inside and towards turn 14. He's hung Al Maverick out to dry. Al Maverick now on the inside line. I think this is going to be Rocky Raccoon's position though, possibly. He is! He's around the outside of the final corner. Great stuff by the Northern Irishman. He set the world alight when he arrived on the scene last week, and now he is through and he's up into 9th position. Rocky Raccoon making really strong progress through the field. He is through. Old Maverick, by the way, he's got right side end plate damage on that car, which I've just noticed. So that was quite easy for Rocky Raccoon. And now Rocky Raccoon is going to try and get Alex as well. He's on the outside line, coming down in towards turn 3 and turn 4. And he's going to try and find it all the way around the outside. And that is simple, that is brave, that is bold, and it's brilliant from Rocky Raccoon. And he's up into 8th position out on track. Rocky Raccoon leading into 8th position then. Really good stuff out on track. Heated leading the way. For Alfury in 2nd, RJW in 3rd, lap 11 out of 15. And what has been a really cracking feature race, if I've got to be honest. The action out on track is non-stop, and now Old Maverick right on the back of Alex. Both within the DRS range, but look at the speed of Old Maverick. Nearly reaching 200 mile an hour down the inside line. Also Alex out wide. Alex on the older tyres. Might just get cut for a bit of traction here. Jordan right on the back of these two as well. Sorry, Shady, I should say. Right on the back of these two as well. Alex in 9th, Maverick in 10th, Shady in 11th. Goldie saying, James, you've got bars for days, can rhyme any time. Old Maverick trying to go down the inside line, oh, there's contact. Shady's got right side end plate damage. Old Maverick is spun, Alex has spun. I was just saying that this race has been great in terms of the action out on track, and then we get that. So unfortunate. Alex is sent round. Oh, Maverick, I think, has picked up damage. If he hasn't already, he had that right side end plate damage. Alex has picked up damage. Shady has picked up damage. Shady, in the meantime, has came out scot-free. Out of everything, really, and has got ahead into 10th position. Don't get how that works, but there we are. Ghost Recon then, on the back of Maverick. He's leading the way, though, for Alfury in second. 4 laps to go for the guys out on track around Circuit Paul Ricard in Le Castellet in France. Lars has just been overtaken by Sabo out on track, which is so disappointing for Lars. Well, Maverick though down, gonna try and dice his way around the outside line. He's not gonna send it around the outside here, he's nearly clean done him, but now Ghost Recon's gonna get a phenomenal run on both of them. Gets caught on the curb slightly, but now could be 3 wide running down in towards turn 3. Ghost Recon down the inside line, trying to get the move done. He gets a 3-second time penalty for trying that. He's around the outside though, still regardless, and he still gets the move done. Ghost Recon is sliding through. Shady trying to fight with his left side and right side end plate damage on that car, but Ghost Recon with no damage is through and he's up into 10th. Pretty good stuff then, with Rocky Raccoon now making more progress up the field. He's through on Cam K-Mum, he's up into 7th position. It's really impressing me with his pace. He could be on for reverse grid pole position if he keeps this up. Cam K-Mum in 8th. He's currently on for reverse grid pole, but you never know. Rocky Raccoon could just drop back in behind and get himself that reverse grid pole position. Heated though, leading the way, has been Heated out on track. And for Alfury in second, RGW in third, going into the third last round of the championship, the final 2 sprint races of the season as well. Heated will close in RGW. I'm not sure about the point system here within League of Europe Division 2 and Formula 2, but I know Heated will gain on RGW, I can tell that for certain, and he'll gain points, quite a lot of them, on the back of RGW and try and keep that fight alive going into the final 2 rounds of the championship. But Heated, leading the way out on track. DUHC, another one, has been making really good progress through the field. He is now on the back of Cali. Comes across on to set the new fastest lap of the race to do that as well in the Trident. Now on the back of the Cheroux of Cali. He's doing a good job out on track. Really trying to excel out on track. That was no pun intended. And actually, he let him through. So both Tridents, I think, have been let through. I thought it was in the Cheroux. I can not tell the difference between blue and blue, obviously, out on track. And DUHC 5th. Cali in 6th. DUHC through. Quicker driver, quicker man. These two could fight to the end for 5th. For Alfury now, nearly within a second on the back of Heated. Might be that Heated is pushing his tyres a little bit too much, and for Alfury beginning to catch back up towards the end of this race. What it's been, I've got to say, a really, really good race out on track for the feature race. The sprint race, of course, still to come. That's a lovely shot running down the straight. Lars is struggling on the back of Sabo. I wonder if Lars actually has got more damage on that car. Didn't see him pick up any damage off. He's just struggling. I think he's just been outpaced by Sabo. Well, that's very rare to say here in Division 2. Cali right on the back of DUHC then. 5th and 6th position. Claddy Cloud set out the safety car, of course, earlier on in this race. Heated leading the way. Calvin's just picked up a 3-second time penalty. Could cost him a possible 5th and 6th position. But Heated leading the way. Just in behind, you can hear Cam K-Mum trying to catch onto the back again of Rocky Raccoon. But Rocky Raccoon doing a fantastic job out on track. And really, really good stuff to see. Heated leading the way for Alfury in second, RGW in third. Final 2 laps to go for Alfury. Fastest lap of the race. Better then by RGW, 44.745 out on track. And Heated has got the advantage, but I'll tell you what, for Alfury is up for this. It's 0.8 of a second now, the gap. The Irishman closing in on the Maltese man, and the Maltese man doing a great job so far. Can the Irishman, though, find something out of the locker? Can he find something out of reserves to try and close on the back of Heated? Heated still leading the way out on track for Alfury. Right on the back, hammering away at this advantage. 0.8 of a second. Now within DRS range, he'll close up to about 0.5, running in towards the Mistral Straight and the second half of the Mistral Straight. You can see how committed he is on the brakes there as well. Heated leading the way for Alfury in second. RGW in third. 0.5 of a second now. Wish we had a second DRS zone. Personally, running up this straight, up in towards turn number 10. It's only 5.5 cents away. That might not seem like much out on track, but trust me, when I say this, it is. And for Alfury will be up for this. Shady, I think, has been overtaken by the Tim. In fact, it's a three-wide battle with Alex and Ryan running into the chicane there. Heated. Still leading the way. We'll continue to ride on board with this battle for the lead as we go on to the final lap out on track. Heated leading, Pharrell Fury in second, RJDW in third, and currently Heated doing everything right. He's backing up Pharrell Fury, but Pharrell Fury of course has got that 3-second time penalty out on track. If, and only if, Heated was to drop back, Pharrell Fury picks up the new fastest lap of the race, flies with a 44.4, now on the back of Heated, running through turn 1, he's up for this, Pharrell Fury, in Guan Yu Zhou's car. Heated leads the way, final lap, here in Circle Paul Ricard, and Pharrell Fury has got to try and overtake Heated to stand any sort of chance of trying to get there. Alex is into the pit lane. He would have picked up a penalty if he didn't pit in. So Alex into the pit lane will come out behind Brandon, I think, is AI car. But Heated leading the way. Pharrell Fury in second, and hardly 3.5 kilometres to go here in Circuit Paul Ricard. Heated then leading the way. Pharrell Fury still trying to knock on that door and be let through by Heated, but Heated's going to say, no, you're not coming through the keyhole. And Heated leading the way, Pharrell Fury in second. You'll get that if you're on an older age, by the way, through the keyhole. Pharrell Fury right on the back of Heated though. Halfway now up the Mistral straight. If he had overtake mode at this point, he would be using it. Purple middle sector from Pharrell Fury. And now Pharrell Fury right on the back of Heated. Running in towards turn 10 and 11 for the final time out on track. Even the feature race, sprint race of course still to come. Lars and Sabo having a good battle through the final corner. Lars has eventually got through on Sabo and he's soon up into 17th. But Heated now is just moments away from winning this out on track. RGW is going to be within Pharrell Fury's 3-second buffer. So Heated then will lead the way. And in towards the final couple of corners out on track. Heated ran the final corner through turn 15. It's now a straight drag race to the line. And Heated is going to win. Out on track, the Maltese man wins the feature race from Pharrell Fury in second. RGW though will finish second. Calvin in the end will drop down quite a long way. I think DOHC will certainly get him. Not sure if Callie will get him. I think Callie is going to be too far back. Yeah, is Rocky Raccoon across the line to finish in 7th. Good result from him in the end. Cam came home in 8th. With Jordan coming across the line in 9th. Ghost Recon should finish in 10th unless he's got less penalties than Jordan. And he's got more penalties than Jordan. Maverick with damage coming across the line in 12th. And 11th, sorry. Ghost Recon dropping down into 11th now. Maverick dropping down into 11th. Ryan jumping up position. Shady now across the line to finish in 13th. Determined to come across the line in 14th. Pretty good racing, as I say, out on track. Now wait on Alex, Brandon's AI, Lars and Sabo. Lars and Sabo are going through the final couple of corners together. Alex though will come across the line in 15th. And comes across the line now. Brandon's AI car across the line in 16th. He'll not pick up points. And Lars and Sabo having their own private battle, it seems, out on track. Good to see right at the end of this race. I'll go for a bit of bragging rights and try and get the wooden spoon, to be honest, at this point. But Sabo trying to put up a really good fight on the back of Lars. He's coming back at him, running towards 10-14. And Lars, through the final couple of corners, we only have one DNF out on track. Sabo launches it down the inside, and he's not going to get the move done. Lars though was picking up a 3-second time penalty. Weaves to try and cut across. Sabo's having a bit of fun in behind as well. Lars across the line 17th, Sabo across the line in 18th. Pretty good racing though out on track here within the feature race. Sprint race is still to come, and Driver of the Day is awarded by the in-game fans. DUHC gets awarded Driver of the Day. So now we see the top end of the podium standings, and we see Heated absolutely fly out on track. The High-Tech has won the feature race and he keeps his championship hopes alive. RGW in second, and in third Pharrell Fury, who drove such a great race out on track. But a really, really good result, and very, very good to see Heated still taking the championship fight and still within championship range to try and get RGW after round 1 here tonight. So, Heated wins the race from second on the grid. RGW in second from third on the grid. And Pharrell Fury, only that 3-second time penalty costing him to finish in third. DUHC in fourth, with Calvin in fifth. Callie in sixth, Rocky Raccoon in 7th, 19th on the grid, impressive drive. Cam K Mum in 8th, Jordan in 9th. Cam K Mum, by the way, starts on provisional pole position. Jordan in 9th, Ryan in 10th, Maverick in 11th, goes Recon in 12th, to Tim in 13th, Shady 14th, Alex, Brandon, Lars, Sable all finish. Brandon's Aiko, of course, that was in 16th. And Cloudy Cloud finishes in 19th position, DNFing out of the race and causing that safety car early on. Really hope you enjoyed the feature race. Sprint race still to come. And I'm going to tune into the comments to see how you guys are. Go saying, I don't know how I lost 2 positions of enough of a gap, but that DC, yeah. Really, really, really disappointing, I think, to see out on track. Nolan out on top from Miami 2nd, Verstappen in 3rd, Sweet Crown in 4th, going into the feature race. How on earth have they started behind us, Division 1, and we have now dropped behind them as we now go into the sprint race here tonight? I believe it's either 11 or 12 laps out on track, if I recall, from my days of racing here, or commentating around here in F2, and it's going to be really interesting to see. Go and show some love to Division 1 as well. If you're here for Division 2 though, sit back, relax, and enjoy the racing out on track. Maverick saying he lost the car in the chicane, fighting with Alex, and the same thing happened in turn 10. Yeah, really unlucky, I think that was. Alex got caught up in that collision, and now we're about to get going. 11 laps going to be awaiting these drivers out on track again. Full blue skies, sunshine here, which is really good to see. Let's see what everyone is on, and as per normal, Sabo has decided to go onto a set of soft compounder tyres within the sprint race, and in the feature race, sorry, the rest of the grid I should say, all on a set of hard compounder tyres. It doesn't need me to run you through what tyres is everyone on. Cam Cam on, of course, out on top, and the American will be hoping for a really good result. Rocky Raccoon though, been really impressed with his pace, and if he can show that pace coming into the sprint race as well, he might be the one to beat. Callie in 3rd, there's Calvin in 4th, DWHC in 5th, Pharrell Fury in 6th, RGW in 7th, Heated in 8th, Jordan in 9th, and there's Ryan rounding off the top 10. Maverick goes Recon to Tim, Shady, Alex, Brandon, Lars, Sebo, and Cloudy Cloud starting right from the back of the field. Cam Mum leading us under the formation lap, and I'll be back after I've had a drink in just a couple of seconds. And now we are back for Division 2 action. Just seen an article, by the way, on therace.com. Nikita Mazepin has addressed his controversy for the first time since that initial deleted apology, and that was thingied on his Instagram in an interview with ESPN. He has said that he takes full responsibility for what happened and that he is not proud of it, and he is essentially, well, not said sorry. Let's just face it. But there we are. Now we are rejoining onto the grid, and we miss Calvin, who's now coming onto the grid. Flies onto the grid into 4th position, and now we're better get set for the feature race, for the sprint race, I should say, out on track. With 11 laps awaiting these guys out on track. Cam Cam out on top, Rocky Raccoon in 2nd, Carly in 3rd, and we're going to be getting going very soon indeed for the on-track action. The sprint race about to begin, and now the favourite red lights come on here at Circle Paul Ricard for the sprint race. Long hole, but it's lights down where we go. Rocky Raccoon slow off the start. Cam Cam Mum gets the jump, and Cam Cam Mum will lead down and towards Terminal already. We see a lot of issues in terms of the graphics to the left hand side once again, but Cam Cam Mum leads. Rocky Raccoon in 2nd, Caddy there in 3rd, Ralph Fury is through on Calvin, and Calvin is through on DWHC as well. There's a contact further down the field, and that is to Tim and Cloudy Cloud, who I think have been caught up in an incident if I'm not mistaken. Heated right on the back of RJW as well. The two championship leaders are fighting out for position. So now goes up by sudden. In fact, Heated, I think, is fighting with Calvin in the 6th position. There's RGW just in behind and Heated to the inside line. RGW, though, tries to force it down the inside line, tries to get the move done for 7th position to Tim. Has spun the car, and he was caught up with Ryan, in fact. So it was Ryan that got caught up in a collision. Goes to Recon. There's a car running wide there. Blue flag's being shown out on track. I'm not sure what it is, as Rocky Raccoon goes side by side down into the Mistral, straight down into Chicane Nord. He's on the inside line. Camkin Mum has to back out of that. Goodness me, if he was trying to leave that car in there, then he would have got just cut short at the door, at the pass, and Rocky Raccoon now leading the way. Camkin Mum in second, Callie in third, but looking behind, you can see Heated trying to give the toe to RGW. RGW on the outside line of Calvin, tries to get the move done, forces Calvin on the inside line, and he's through him into 7th, and he's keeping his championship hopes alive. Is Heated with him being out in front. Calvin's trying to give RGW a hard time, tries to go down the inside line, but doesn't quite manage it. Callie in the meantime, and Pharrell Fury quite close, but Rocky Raccoon getting the way out in front from Camkin Mum in second. I would say that gap is about 4 or 5 tenths as Lars has spun it coming through 10-11. So Rocky Raccoon coming through 10-15 for the first time in the sprint race, leads the way. Camkin Mum in second, Pharrell Fury in third, Calvin and RGW still going at it. Around the outside goes RGW when he's through and he's up into 8th, and now into 7th I should say. Now Jordan is through and he's up into 8th. Calvin will try and go side by side. Let's go to Recon and Shady now. Go side by side, running down the straight in towards turn 1, and this will be bold from either of them. Let's go to Recon. Much better on the brakes. Shady tries to force it to the outside line. Shady's on the inside line. Nearly a bit of contact. Bullock goes flying there, but goes Recon through, and he's in to 10th position. Out on track. Really good racing. Raccoon then leading the way. Camkin Mum in second, Pharrell Fury in third, Callie in fourth, as we a bit on to lap 2 out of 11. And Rocky Raccoon leading. Rolling what though? Pharrell Fury on the back of Camkin Mum, and Camkin Mum going to be under pressure here. DUHC and Callie are going to go side by side. The two Tridents in behind as well. But Pharrell Fury now to the inside line, trying to get the move done. Oh, I'm going straight on. That is DUHC who's gone straight on. What on earth was that about? DOHC has, I can not use any word for it, he's trying to dive bomb down the inside line. He might have not got the car stopped, and he cut out of the way, and now Peter's gone around the outside of him as well. And now RGW is falling to the outside line, trying to get the move done. He's trying to cut to the inside line, the Brit. He's on the outside line, he's being forced out wide, slightly the championship leader, and can't find a way through. And DOHC really not sure what that move was about, not sure if it was taking avoiding action or anything. Rocky Raccoon, though, I can tell you, still leads. Pardon me. It's the second time in a couple of nights I've done that on League of Europe. Rocky Raccoon leads the way. Pharrell Fury second, Camkin Mum in third to 10, with a 3-second time penalty out on track. Brandon Day, I should say, right on the back of Ryan. Lars, by the way, pitted. But Rocky Raccoon leading the way out on track. From Pharrell Fury in second, Camkin Mum in third, Callie in fourth, Gap is a second for the lead. And Rocky Raccoon leading the way out on track. Looking further down the field, there's about an 8-car train running from Pharrell Fury all the way back to the other university of Jordan. Jordan will be hoping for a good result here out on track. But Rocky Raccoon, Pharrell Fury, Camkin Mum, Pharrell Fury's now dropped off the back. Jordan trying to get onto the back as well. Heated on the back of Callie. This is Trident against High Tech. But now the other High Tech, the other Trident I should say, of DUHC, is now going to try and get them run out. As Camkin Mum goes to the inside line, tries to defend. Callie on the outside line. Oh, Heated nearly into the back of Callie, and caused a bit of a consentement behind RGW, caught up in a bit of that as well. But now Heated right on the back of Callie, third, fourth, 5th, 6th, separated by a hair's breadth out on track. DUHC has to look to the inside line. He is going to look to the inside line here on Heated. He is being fought short-sided. Heated on the outside line, trying to hang it, but DUHC, he brilliant move, he pulls this off. He's now on the outside line. Can he try and get the move on? The Irishman on the Maltese man. The Maltese man cuts him short at the pass and just about hangs on. Coming through turn 13, but still DUHC is there. Forced out wide RGW, and now Calvin running around the outside of RGW, the championship leader, and now RGW gets caught out slightly. Calvin gets caught out slightly, he is the worst runner out of the final corner out of all of those. Callie now on the back of Camke Mum. Running down the straight, the two Tridents doing side-by-side battle, lap forward of 11. And Callie is through. Or is he? Camke Mum's still there on the inside line. Callie third. DHC now getting involved. And look at Heaton. Heaton there down the inside line. This is what Ghost Recon did in the feature race. Tries to go 3 wide. Shady picks up a penalty further down the field. Camke Mum. Callie forced her way through. Spinner in the back end to Ibo, I think that was. Camke Mum though still somehow hangs on to third. Heated through and he's into fourth though. And now look at the gap for the lead. 4 seconds the gap between second and third. But look at this. Ralph Fury launches an attack on Rocky Raccoon. An Irishman passes Northern Irishman out on track. Ralph Fury now leads from Rocky Raccoon in second. Heated now third. Callie is through on Camke Mum. DHC and RGW fighting hard as well. Jordan going side by side with the championship leader. And this is really important. Heated third. RJDW is 7th out on track, and we will have a championship battle going into the final race of the season. It looks like Calvin on the inside line of Jordan, force him out wide slightly. Ralph Fury though leading the way. Rocky Raccoon in second, yellow flag in sector 2 again. Sebo has spun. It's now Jordan to the outside line on Calvin. Scotsman against the Belgian, and the Belgian hangs on. It's like Euro 2016 back in the day between the two sides. Jordan on the back of Calvin, nearly forces Calvin out wide. Jordan trying to control the car, 3 second time penalty for Ebo. He's going to have his own private battle of teams with Lars struggling on those tyres. Is Ebo. Ralph Fury leads, pretty much now at the halfway stage in this sprint race. Rocky Raccoon though, the man there in second, trying to hunt him down. Heated in third, Callie in fourth, Camke Mum in fifth, DHC sixth, RGW in seventh, Calvin in eighth, Jordan in ninth, Ghost Recon rounding off the top 10 out on track. You can see the mountains there in the background of shot. But Ralph Fury leading the way, Rocky Raccoon in second, Heated there in third. 3.8 seconds, Heated beginning to get closer now to the back of Rocky Raccoon. There's the yellow flag in sector 2, and Calvin has been spun, I think. Might have got caught up in a bit of contact over DHC, RGW around that area he was in. And he has got right side end plate damage on that car as well. So Calvin is now pretty much out of contention. And he rejoins behind Ryan, which is such a shame. Ralph Fury though leading the way. Rocky Raccoon in second. Heated there in third. Callie there in fourth. Camke Mum in fifth. And DHC, RGW, Jordan. Halfway through now. And for Ralph Fury doing everything right so far. DHC though, right on the back of Camke Mum. Trident against Sharu. In fact, the Trident's going to be under pressure from the other Sharu. RGW trying to go down the inside line, doesn't quite manage the move. For Ralph Fury doing a fantastic job out on track, leading the way now a 1/10 of a second. He's absolutely pulled a massive gap on the Northern Irishman. Heated there in third, trying to catch 4 seconds the gap. Callie's fourth, Camke Mum, DHC, RGDW, Jordan, Ghost Recon and Shady rounding off the top 10. Those are the positions I think that count. Lap 6 out of 11. Tim on the back of Cloudy Cloud further down the field. And in turn, Cloudy Cloud catching Old Maverick for 12th. DHC, Ghost Recon has just picked up a 3 second time penalty. Looking at the penalties actually, DHC's got a 10 second time penalty, obviously for corner cutting. Ghost Recon's got 3, Shady's got 3, Maverick's got 3, 6 seconds for Tame. I think Calvin got 10 seconds for running out wide, of course, as well. Brennan's AI is still around there in 17th for Larson. Sebo has got 3 seconds worth of penalties as well. Cam came on though, about to launch an attack on Callie. Trident, Sharu down the inside line. Sharu gets the position. Sharu through, Cam came on into 4th, Callie 5th, DHC 6th. RGW right on the back as well. Championship leader trying to get past these guys as desperately as possible to try and have one crack at the cherry and Heated. Oh my goodness me, I thought Callie was going to come across there, and DHC very, very close to contact there between the two teammates. And now DHC tries to fight it down the inside line. Oh my god, it's getting very, very close for contact here, very close for comfort. out on track. Pharrell Fury leading the way, 1.1 seconds out on track. Rocky Raccoon in second, Heated in third. Calvin dropping now, then further positions. Cloudy Cloud is under pressure for Maverick further down the field. Not Maverick gets a bit around out of turn 12 and now to Tim. Tries to cut to the outside line. Well, Maverick runs out wide. Cloudy Cloud on the outside line now to Tim. Launches it down the inside line. Calvin as well on Ryan. Just in behind. Ryan's got damage on that left side end plate, but now we're going to have 2 wide, maybe 3 wide, running down the straight. Well, Maverick to Tim and Cloudy Cloud. And Cloudy Cloud's not going to go around the outside of both of them. He's sitting behind to Tim. He has got one. Ryan has got Old Maverick as well. Both Carlins are finding out for position. Both got damage, right and left side end plates respectively. Ryan, Old Maverick, Calvin. And now Calvin's going to make it 3 wide. It's impossible to make it 3 wide. He cuts. Try and go around the outside on this. Would be brilliant if he can try and pull a move off from Ryan. Both of them got damage. And Calvin now to the outside line. He's not going to get both the Carlins, is he? No, he's not. He gets one though, I think. And he's on the outside line. Yeah, gets Old Maverick, I think. Just about. He's still there, Old Maverick. Calvin forced him out wide. And the still fight side by side. Old Maverick will detest that 3-second time penalty for sure. And Calvin, in fact, lets him back through. And Maverick gives him a weave and says thank you very much for that, I think. Cam Mom still on the back of McCallie further up the field. Really, really good racing out on track. And now, Cam Mom under the back of Callie. DUHC on the back of Cam Mom. Tries to cut to the inside line. Tries to force it down the inside line. He is side by side now. Trident against Charu once again. Pharrell Fury leading the way. Rocky Raccoon in second. And now, DUHC really up for this, but now got forced out wide, and now RGW now comes pouncing at him. Trident on the back of the Charu, I should say, on the back of the Trident. He's forced nearly into the pit lane there, but he's down the inside, RGW, and he gets the move done, but for how long? Because DUHC's now side by side running down the straight. 2 by 2 they go, like Noah's Ark, down and towards turn 1. DUHC, RGW, who's battling the late breakers. RGW just about out in front, force them out wide. Cam Mom, DUHC, treats him back like so. Ghost Recon, Ghost Recon getting into contention. Jordan now on the back of these two as well. RGW having a really, really good fight. He's having to work for this out on track, and he is going to lose points at this stage to Heated, but what a race this has been. This sprint race really living up to expectations. If I've got to be honest, this has been the best race of the season so far. These 2 races have been the best 2 races so far of Division 2. Pharrell Fury lead the way from Rocky Raccoon in second. Heated third, Callie fourth, Cam Mom, DUHC, RGW right on the back of DUHC out on track. And goodness me, we're still fighting it out with still 3.5 laps to go. Run up the hill once again. Cam Mom on the back of Callie. Tries to go on the back. Maverick saying he got the fastest lap as well. He's down there in 17th. Focus on the track action, Maverick. Not in the comments. Cam Mom on the back of Callie. Pharrell Fury first. Rocky Raccoon second. He's in third. To be honest, I don't blame old Maverick. He's down and he's 21 seconds off the back of Brandon's AI icon. I don't think he'll be catching him towards the end of the race. DUHC again, right on the back of Cam Mom. And pulls to the inside line. Can he try and get the move done? No, he can't. RGW now on the back of both of them, side by side, 2 by 2. Noah's Ark onto lap 9 out of 11. And Cam Mom backs out of this one. But has he backed out enough? Because here comes RGW to the outside line. DUHC nearly went too deep. And now RGW is going to get a fantastic one on the back of his teammate. In fact, his teammate lets him through. So RGW gets handed a free position out on track. And that will be very, very beneficial. Have to do the maths after this race. And I will inform you, of course, at the beginning of next week as to what the championship lies like. Ryan, Calvin, 14th, 15th, fighting out for position. Running down in towards turn 3, I think that is. Now through turn 4, Calvin trying to fight around the outside line, but the Carlin of Ryan bends him off. And now DUHC is going to come from a mile back on the back of Callie. Because the outside line, oh, there's a little bit of contact, but I tell you what, he's got the move done. DUHC through, and he's up into 4th. Great stuff. And now RGW is going to get the run on Callie and Callie in the Trident. Really trying now, and he lets him through. RJW now then through, and he's up into 5th position. Shrew through on the Trident. And it's like King Kong marching. Pharrell Fury leading the way. Rocky Raccoon in 2nd. Heated 3rd, trying to get a little bit closer. DHC, RGW, Cali, MK Mom, Jordan, Ghost Recon and Shady rounding off your top 10 out on track. Pharrell Fury leading the way, Rocky Raccoon in 2nd, Heated 3rd, Pharrell Fury backs out the fastest lap of the race there. Jordan on the back of Cam Up, running down the straight. And Pharrell Fury leading the way. Really good racing this out on track, only bits of contact. Now a distant memory, Pharrell Fury, Rocky Raccoon, Heated 1st, 2nd and 3rd out on track. And just an announcement just came through from Formula 1. Pirelli will be testing the new look rubber throughout 2021, and the 18-inch tyres are coming very soon to Formula 1. Just seen that on my Twitter. Pharrell Fury leading the way, Rocky Raccoon in 2nd, Heated in 3rd. RJDW trying to come now with DUHC. Don't think he's going to look to the inside line here. Yeah, the Brit hangs off, and if there's anything about the championship leader, he will not go for a move if he doesn't think it's worthwhile going for. Pharrell Fury though, in the way, Rocky Raccoon, Heated. Final lap and a half now here in France. Lars is back into the pit lane. Cali in 6th, Cam Mum in 7th, Jordan in 8th. Cloudy Cloud is round, coming through the chicane Nord at turn 8 and 9. But now, right on board with the battle, 4th, 5th. Well, right on board though with the leader, Pharrell Fury, who's now coming around the final couple of corners to start what will be the final lap of the race, and what will be a very, very good win for the Irishman out on track. He's got 3 seconds over Rocky Raccoon, and in the battle of Ireland versus Northern Ireland, Ireland seems like it's won. Rocky Raccoon in 2nd, Heated there in 3rd, DHC, RGW, Cali, Cam Mum, Jordan, still trying to fight on to the back of the Shrew in front. Closing in, but not close enough for the move. Not yet anyways. Now gets the run out towards turn 3 and 4. Again, tries to look to try and get the move done. To the outside line, doesn't quite commit it. To the inside line now. Now back to the outside line as Ghost Recon has left the session, and the yellow flag in second 2 is Lars getting out of the way, so don't worry about that at all. Pharrell Fury leading the way. Calvin's picked up a 3-second top, but if you're getting past the Tim. And again, yellow flag in second 2 is for Lars. But here's Jordan on the back of Cam Mum. The Mistral straight is going to claim its next victim, and it's Jordan to the outside line, but Cam Mum is very, very hard on the brakes. Jordan to the inside line though. And now they're still fight side by side, and now Jordan surely got the move done. He's got the traction now, running up the hill. In towards turn 10 for the final time. That's Ibble getting out of the way to the right hand side. The left hand side, I should say. Jordan though still fighting with Cam Mum. We'll have to turn our attentions to the lead battle. Cam Mum ran out wide, and now Jordan's got the move done. He's throwing it up into 7th. Pharrell Fury then. He has been full of fury out on track tonight. And the Irishman in Guan Yu Zhou's car comes around the final corner, and he is going to win the sprint race out on track. Pharrell Fury wins. Fastest lap of the race as well. Rocky Raccoon in 2nd. Heated has come across the line in 3rd. DHC getting dragged to the line with RGW in behind. And RGW will finish in 4th. DHC in 5th. Cali across the line. Jordan as well jumping up to 6th. DHC dropping well down the field. Ghost Recon across the line and side by side though. In the meantime, Calvin has spun. Calvin out of the race. The Tim, I think, came into contact with him there. And Alex the Tim get ahead of Shady. Ryan 12th, Cloudy Cloud now 13th, to Tim 14th. Brandon's AI car will finish in 15th position. And we wait for Alt Maverick to come across the line. But Pharrell Fury has won the sprint race. Rocky Raccoon in 2nd and Heated in 3rd. Really good racing out on track once again. And Alt Maverick gonna do some donuts and take out the brake marker board polystyrene, but what did the polystyrene do to deserve that? Well, Maverick then, coming across the line in the Carlin, and should spin his way across the line. Oh, he hasn't actually, and he comes across the line to finish in 17th, or 16th in the end, with the demise of Calvin through the final corner. Driver of the day, though, awarded by the in-game fans, is Cloudy Cloud. And now we see, to the top step of the podium, Pharrell Fury, third in the standings coming into tonight. He has taken the win out on track. A brilliant win for Pharrell Fury, and he keeps his championship hopes alive, or keeps his second place hopes alive, with the slimmest of margins. RGW with 40 points coming into tonight. I think Heated will take that fight to the final round of the season, if I'm not mistaken, in Austria. But RGW out on top. Heated second, Pharrell Fury tonight, coming into tonight. Pharrell Fury, though, has won the sprint race. As my voice goes, Rocky Raccoon in second, Heated in third, RGW in fourth, with Caddy in fifth, Jordan in sixth, Cam K Mum in seventh, DWC in eighth, Recon in ninth, Alex across the line in 10th, with Shady in 11th, Ryan in 12th, Cloudy Cloud 13th, Tim in 14th, Brandon AI in 15th, Maverick in 16th. Calvin does get classified on the result, he didn't finish low in 17th. So Ebel did finish in 18th, and Lars did finish in 19th. Both of them, I think, will pick up any points if there are any in League of Europe Formula 2. But that is the end of tonight's action out on track. I really hope you have enjoyed the action. I really hope you are still staying safe and keeping to social distancing and all of that here tonight, and indeed for the rest of this pandemic that is currently going on within the world. And if you are lucky, like my girlfriend and like my mum, who have been requested to get their vaccine, my girlfriend's getting hers on Wednesday, please take it up. It is the only route into normality, and it's the only route for you to protect your life, your family's life, and your friend's life. And it's as simple as that. Thank you so much for watching League of Europe Division 2 Formula 2 action. I've been James Head. Please take care of yourself, stay safe, keep sticking to the guidelines. We are nearly at the end. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, goodbye.